A warm welcome back to Afternoon Express. So we're in the kitchen and that means we're about to make something so delicious. And what I'm so excited about cooking with Clem for every time I'm in this kitchen is he does not ever do ordinary. So today we're doing a sweet sticky short rib. Then we're filling that inside with the waffle bread that we make a little bit later on the show. So
what am I making?
A sweet sticky short rib. Sweet sticky short rib. He made me practice this off air so many times because I did not actually remember what it is that we're making. Sweet sticky short rib.
Inside waffle bread. But we got to make the short ribs first because they take the longest to cook. So this actually could fall under a budget meal, believe it or not.
Totally.
If you don't want to make it budget, so inexpensive.
If you don't want to make it budget, you want to fit into our cricket theme. I was really hoping that you'd make us a duck. Maybe a golden duck.
Could do it. Actually would work.
It would be very nice, actually.
So I got the short rib, and this one, it's a little cheaper than the normal short rib chunks that we get. Why? Because there's a little bit of maintenance in there, because the bone's in there. But that's amazing. It's easy, because we're going to slow cook this, and what happens is the bone kind of separates by itself already.
Yummy. It's one of those ones where you cook it for long enough, and it just starts to fall off the bone, keeping the meat nice and tender.
Exactly. So in a heavy base pot, I'm going to start letting those go. And we've spoken about this before. Once meat hits the pan, we don't touch it, right? So it's in the pot. That's going to brown up all nicely. We're going to make sure that it gets a crust on the bottom. Let it sit for like a minute and a half.
Yes.
Short rib can take that heat. Don't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen. It won't burn.
Also, there's a nice bit of fat on there too. So even if you're crisping up a bit of the fat, it's delicious.
And it'll render out slightly as well.
Yeah.
So let's all imagine that that's like been browned off nicely. So we're going to go off with some carrot. And you know what? The carrot's not going to be eaten, and I don't want people to stop peeling carrots if it's going to be used for a flavoring age. You know what I mean?
Yes. Keep the skins on there, but make sure you rinse it obviously, just through all whatever could be left on the skins, but keep it as whole as possible. It's just for the flavor.
Just for the flavor.
Some celery.
There we go. That nice savoury flavor you get from celery.
Yum.
And some garlic. Just smash it up.
When you say smash it up, just with what?
Let me show you. So imagine this guy has not been smashed. This is a normal garlic clove. So it's just to bring out that natural flavor in the garlic. Knife bashes slightly and it flattens it. And you can immediately get that massive whiff of garlic.
Yeah.
It's Italian.
Yummy.
That's like
Love it. Amazing.
Okay, so that's going. Just pour some water in there. But remember, we've browned off that meat nicely. It's going. So water in. Lid on. We just try to drop this, and we just move it to the side. So what happens is bring it up to a boil, pop it in the oven. 2 hours, 180. That meat's going to be full of the bone tender.
Oh, delicious. So it's going to be first cooked on the stove, obviously to get nice and browned, get all those flavors to come out of the meat itself, and then you pop that into the oven to finish off the rest of the process and tenderize it nicely.
That's right. So like I said, the bone will kind of just slip out on its own. So separate the meat from the bone. You'll have these amazing chunks of meat. Just get it in a hot pan. There's a little bit of oil in there. There's enough oil that's already on the meat. So
yes, because all the fat that you've rendered out of there. So that's awesome.
And that's why we love short ribs so much, because it's got that natural.
And you've added no seasoning into this thing at all. It's just basically been your carrots and your celery, just to give it some extra bits of flavor, to draw all the other natural flavors out. And now the real sticky, sweet stuff.
And there's a reason we don't add salt or pepper to that in the beginning, because we're going to use quite strong flavors when it comes to our sweet sticky ribs. So I've got some chili paste. You can use a sambal ulek, which is just chilies in a blender.
Sorry, sambal ulek.
Sambal ulek.
Oh, yes.
I'm not making up words.
I've got that in my cupboard. It's just lying next to the rice. Sambal ulek.
That's what I'm saying. This is just my version of a chili paste I'm using today. But you could use any chili paste.
This is quite a pretty one.
Sorry, it's quite potent, but it's good.
Oh, it is delicious. It's got a sort of sweet flavor to it.
Exactly. It's got flavor along with the heat.
Yeah.
So sambal ulek's in there, or any chili paste. Some sesame seeds. I just like the flavor of toasted sesame seeds.
Oh, delicious. Yum.
Some soy sauce. We're just going to give that a mix.
Oh, wow, look at that
flame. No, that's not a flame, babe. Stop getting my... No, stop it.
If you guys are wondering why he's making this kind of reaction, on Afternoon Express, we've tried so many times that Clem's coming here to show us a new trick that he's learned in the kitchen at home, and not once has it ever worked on the live television show where he's trying to make it flambe. Nothing ever happens.
Never works. Can you pass it?
This time he's not even trying it, and it does happen.
Can you pass the spatula on the end for me?
Oh, this
spatula.
Cool.
So we've got the soy sauce in there, our chili paste, some sesame seeds, and we're going to hit it with some sweet chili. That's where our sweetness is going to come from.
That's coming through. And it'll also make it quite sticky too.
Exactly. So it's reducing right now. And that's what you want. You want it to start reducing and glazing our short ribs. So give it a toss.
Delicious. Oh,
and you can see it's already beginning to reduce. Our ribs are looking sweet and sticky, all glazed, all amazing.
And again, that whatever you use, what the soy sauce is also adding to that brownness of the meat itself, which is...
And also why we don't add salt in the beginning.
Exactly, I see, Clem. There's always a method to your madness. Okay, delicious. So that's going to obviously sit like that. Once that's starting to reduce nicely, that creates a sticky sauce that's around it. There's nothing more to do with that except make the filling, make the thing we're going to fill it with.
Part 2.
Delicious! If you guys want to get this specific recipe and the shopping list, it's on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Make the sticky short ribs. Find the shopping list for you there too. If you guys want to make this dish with us right here on Afternoon Express. Later on, we're going to be making that flatbread. We're calling it the waffle bread. So we're going to make, you can make it in so many different ways at home. It's lots of fun to do, especially with the children. In the meantime, though, Bonang is standing by on the couch.
Express yourself.
We're making something so delicious in the kitchen today. I'm really loving on the Facebook page at the moment, Afternoon Express's account. I was going through them. You guys are hating all the puns that we posted over there, and you're posting some of your own ones, and they are hilarious. So if you have any more cricket puns, you can tweet us at Afternoon Chat using that hashtag Afternoon Express, or go into the Facebook page, Afternoon Express, and go and comment on the poster with Clem and myself, and tell us which of the puns that you have available. So in the recipe that we're making today, all we've got to do is make the actual waffle bread that we've got to make. We've done the sweet and sticky short rib already. It looks so amazing already.
It's looking a lot less.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I was not nibbling while Bonang was chatting. I swear I was not nibbling.
What's this on the side of your... Okay. Thought so.
We're clear, we're clear. What's next?
So on the waffle bread.
Yeah.
So this is a prepared dough that we've made. The recipe is on our website, along with all of our other dishes that we've made.
To make the dough too?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's so amazing. Well done.
What do you think we did? Like, we think we bought it?
Well, I don't know. I'm just wondering whether we got our old recipes that are on the website, or people can make their own dough the way they like to. You're a pro.
You know. Okay, so I'm going to teach you about... You've learned about blocking with the bat today. I'm going to teach you about the sacred method of tiger claw. Not be dead serious.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Show me.
So, we've got to get the buns looking like these guys, you see? Pretty nice and smooth. And for that, okay, I've got dough in my hands now. But for that, you need tiger claw.
Okay,
cool.
I have tiger claw.
There we go. So, show me your tiger claw. Okay, and now the trick is, get your ball. You don't make the sound when you do it.
Okay, sorry.
So tiger claw, keep it like that.
What's
you take you're making it worse.
Okay,
and then
got it.
Cage your ball.
Oh, whoops.
You see? And just move your hand with your claw, right? And bring your claw in together a little more. You see, you have many years of practice.
I've got many years until I master
tiger claw balls.
Tiger claw. Are you a black apron at this?
Oh, yes. And what happens is, after you've done that, by doing that, you kind of bring the ball into itself.
Mine.
You see, a little practice, and become seamless like that guy. And you see, let me just do it to you quickly. You see, I could have done like 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you get them like nice and smooth like that.
I see, brilliant. Okay,
and that's what happens when you use the claw.
What's the point of doing that? Why can't you just leave it like this?
You don't want to have a knobbly bread. You want it to be like a nice smooth bun. So as it rises in a waffle iron, it rises evenly.
Okay, cool.
A lot of practice. We'll practice tomorrow.
We will, Grandmaster.
So we've got our waffle iron, super hot. You can see the steam.
Yes, yeah.
And it's just been greased with a little bit of spray and cook on there.
Okay.
Pop.
And I'm guessing, obviously, if you don't have a waffle maker at home, is there something else like a sandwich maker or something we can use?
Absolutely. You could use a griddle pan as well. What you're going to do then is you'll cook the one side first, flip it over and cook the other side. If you don't have a griddle pan, I think you were about to say that next.
I suppose I wanted to know one of those, yes.
Frying pan, a little bit of oil in the pan, just pop them in there, put the lid on, that way they steam as they fry.
Okay, I see. So it's any way you can do it at home, so whatever you've got at home, try it.
Exactly. We cater to everyone.
Awesome.
There we go. So, we've got our buns done. Let me just put this over here.
I've got your buns done.
Oh, wait,
like,
right.
Done, like me, I'm done. I've got your buns done. No.
So I didn't even show what happens after they're done. I'm gonna ignore.
Just ignore me. Just carry on cooking, because I think people at home are like going to go, oh, okay.
So you get the buns. After about 5 minutes in the waffle iron, they come out looking like this.
Yummy.
Super crispy on the outside, super fluffy on the inside.
Yum.
So let's get started. So everybody's going to build their own, right? So you want to grab one?
I will grab my own, yes. Let me take a nice big one.
Okay. So you can start off with maybe... So I'm gonna go, okay, you take this.
I'll take these ones.
Okay, cool.
A little bit of curry.
Okay, you know any order. I'm gonna go with meat first.
And you see I'm putting coriander in mine.
I'm very, very proud of you, because I know you're not a big fan. Some basil.
This is basil.
Basil.
Yes, yeah.
Basil.
I've been told once before that I'm going to say almond. It is the correct pronunciation.
Yes, it is. And then some carrots. I just pass through a mandolin slicer. Very careful when you do that. Cool. Don't get your fingers caught in there. To get those thin, let me grab it over here, thin slices of carrot. You could also just grate it if you want. We're just being fancy in the loft today.
Okay. How do you make them thin like that? Is it just with the...
With a mandolin slicer.
A what?
Or mandolin slicer. But once again, we cater to everybody. A vegetable peeler as well.
Will work.
Will work. Thin slices, and then some spring onion in there. So what you're going to end up with is something that looks like this. Let me see yours.
I didn't break my carrot, so mine kind of just looks like it's just been shoved together because I didn't know what I was doing.
But you know, it looks amazing. So because that meat is quite fiery, it's got all those strong flavors in there. A little bit, stretching over you. A little bit of sour cream. Just a little bit.
Yummy. So you're almost making like a little kind of tortilla wrappy sort of thing, but just
steam bun-ish. We're just crossing cultures today.
Oh, yummy.
And that's what you can end up with.
It looks so amazing. I can't wait to give this one a big taste. I'm definitely thinking Bonang and the rest of our cricketers are so excited to taste this one. If you guys want to make this at home for your family or your friends, find the recipe on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. You can also find the shopping list available for you right over there. It's so simple. All the ingredients, everything you need to know, afternoonexpress.co.za. We'll be right back after this.
Express yourself.
How you doing, YouTube fam? Thank you so much for watching, sharing and commenting. We love hearing from you, so be sure to keep up to date with all things Afternoon Express by clicking the subscribe button right here.